We would like to call up Darrell Rankin, the candidate for the Communist Party for Winnipeg Centre and also the leader of the Communist Party in Manitoba. Mr. Rankin.
Thank you very much for organizing this forum. This is an excellent turnout. Since major media really did never announce this forum on this very important topic, it's typical of the attention, I believe, that is paid to issues that are very important in this election, like Aboriginal rights, like poverty, education, jobs, war and peace, issues that really are not well covered about what different parties stand for. Our party, the Communist Party, right now is pretty small. We have lots of work to do to become larger. We have two candidates in Manitoba right now, Winnipeg Centre, Winnipeg North. Frank, our candidate in this riding, is on graveyard tonight, so he's asleep before his shift. He works for the city. He's built roads for the city for 18 years. And I feel honored to be in his place. Now, our party is 90 years old this year. We came up with ideas such as Medicare, unemployment insurance, collective bargaining rights for trade unions, especially in the private sector, steel, auto, mining, needle trades, and so on. And we believe in our party, our ideas are just as relevant today and important today as the old ideas that we had 50, 60 years ago, the ideas that other parties stole, borrowed, copied. We hope that they continue to copy from our policies, if you read our policies today. My background is that I'm usually most active in the peace and disarmament movement, but since moving to Manitoba in 1995, I've been on a sharp learning curve. I came in an Aboriginal family, and we do things like family expeditions, going out to Grassy to visit the blockade, or recently Rosso River twice to march to the railway crossing. So we really, our heart is there. My partner's great-grandfather held the doors at Louis Riel's provisional government. And these are really things that I treasure to hear about in my family. Now, I guess two of my kids are having a hard time getting through university, so I know how hard it is to gain access to education. Our policies are pretty important. I'd like to touch on two. One regarding the national question in Canada, and the other on poverty. I might have time to cover a little bit about job creation and education. But the Communist Party's vision for nations in this country is that we must come to a new arrangement, a new voluntary, equal, and democratic arrangement where Aboriginal nations have full national rights. They should have every single right. Is that 1 minute? Okay. They should have every single national right that Aboriginal people had before the non-Aboriginal people came to this continent. That's our party's belief. That means we operate in full equality. Right now, Aboriginal nations are denied full equality in our Constitution, and only one nation, the English-speaking non-Aboriginal nation, dominates all others, including the other non-Aboriginal French nations such as Quebec and Acadia. We want a democratic process to create a new constitution in this country, including a constituent assembly. They did that in South Africa when apartheid ended. By the way, voting on apartheid, South Africa, when it ended, people treasured their votes so much, they went out in masses to vote. I think we really need that spirit in this country too. Okay, I have 1 more minute. So, education, we want to scrap tuition fees. We want to create jobs with a shorter work week and no loss of pay. We used to have an 80-hour work week. We used to have a 60-hour work week. Now it's 40. We want 32 and no loss of pay. We want to set, I'm just reading from our policies here, set price controls on staple foods, including in northern communities. We want to block the new development of Alberta tar sands and close the operations within 5 years of the jobs guarantee workers in more sustainable industries at equivalent wages. We want to immediately, okay, thank you very much.